Howdy, folks. Get ready to take a trip down memory lane as we dive into the world of Roadhouse like never before. Today, we're on a mission to uncover the fascinating transformations of the beloved cast members. From their iconic roles on the show to the present year of 2023, you will have the entire cast of Then and Now, and I will be revealing all the juicy details about the original names of the characters and how the actors have changed since then. Alright, grab your popcorn and let's check it out together. Patrick Swayze as Dalton. In the film Roadhouse, Swayze takes on the role of a highly sought-after cooler, essentially a top-notch bouncer. Initially, his tenure at the Double Deuce seems like just another job, but when his new romantic interest faces danger, and his longtime friend Wade, played by Sam Elliott, is brutally murdered, the stakes become deeply personal. Swayze's career soared during the late 80s and early 90s, marked by hits like the action-packed classic Point Break, the supernatural romance Ghost, and the beloved road comedy To Wong Foo, Thanks for Everything, Julie Newmar. However, his career faced setbacks in the late 90s as he suffered severe leg injuries during the filming of the HBO film Letters from a Killer, and publicly battled alcohol addiction. Despite these challenges, he embraced smaller roles in the 2000s, notably portraying a motivational speaker exposed as a monster in the 2001 cult hit Donnie Darko. Swayze's final acting endeavor was in the role of veteran FBI agent Charles Barker on A&E's short-lived crime drama series The Beast. Even after being diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer, he remained determined to work as long as possible. He once expressed to Barbara Walters, "If I leave this earth, I want to leave this earth just knowing I've tried to give something back and tried to do something worthwhile with myself." Sadly, in September 2009, Swayze lost his battle with the disease, passing away at the age of 57. Kelly Lynch as Doc. Upon joining the ranks of the Double Deuce, Dalton encounters Doc Elizabeth Clay, portrayed by Kelly Lynch. Their first meeting unfolds as Doc prepares to tend to Dalton's knife wound, during which he delivers his iconic line, "Pain don't hurt." There's an instant connection between them, and it doesn't take long for the relationship to evolve into a passionate romance. Following her role in Roadhouse, Kelly Lynch ventured into a significantly different cinematic realm with Gus Van Sant's acclaimed crime drama, Drugstore Cowboy. Throughout her career, she's embraced diverse acting roles, including portraying the villainous character Vivian in the big screen revival of Charlie's Angels, and featuring as the love interest of Kit Porter, played by Pam Grier, in Showtime series The L Word. In 2017, she took the lead in the first season of Mr. Mercedes, a show adapted from Stephen King's Bill Hodges novel series. More recently, she made a brief appearance in Sofia Coppola's 2020 drama film, On the Rocks. Reflecting on her experience working on Roadhouse, Lynch shared on The Rich Eisen Show in 2017 that it was one of the best times she had ever had in her career. She also recounted a humorous anecdote related to her involvement in the film. Lynch revealed that actor Bill Murray and his brothers made a tradition of calling her husband, Mitch Glazer, every time they watched Roadhouse to playfully complain about Patrick Swayze mistreating her during their love scene. Remarkably, Bill Murray continued this prank even when he was in Russia, seemingly disregarding the time difference and waking them up in the middle of the night. Sam Elliott as Wade Garrett. In Roadhouse, Sam Elliott takes on the pivotal role of Wade Garrett, a character essential to the action movie's dynamic. Wade is not only Dalton's trusted friend, but also his mentor, possessing a deep understanding of Dalton's past and the haunting experiences that continue to affect him throughout the film. Sam Elliott, celebrated for his iconic contributions to cinema, has never ceased to embrace fresh and career-defining roles. Just 4 years after his appearance in Roadhouse, he captivated audience as Virgil Earp in the beloved Western classic Tombstone. 6 years later, he etched himself into pop culture history as the enigmatic stranger in the Coen brothers cult sensation, The Big Lebowski. The early 21st century witnessed his involvement in the burgeoning superhero movie trend, with roles like Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross in 2003's Hulk, and as the mentor to the titular hero in 2007's Ghost Rider. Additionally, Elliott's rich and resonant voice lent itself to a successful career as a voice actor, particularly in high-profile advertising campaigns for major companies such as Dodge, IBM, and Coors. Entering the 2010s, even as Elliott reached his 70s, he exhibited no signs of slowing down. He expanded his presence in television, securing recurring roles on popular shows like the sitcom Parks and Recreation and Netflix's Grace and Frankie. He also became a regular on The Ranch. In 2018, Sam Elliott received a well-deserved honor with his first ever Academy Award nomination for his remarkable portrayal of Bobby Mayne in A Star is Born. Ben Gazzara as Brad Wesley. In Roadhouse, the character who embodies malevolence to the fullest extent is the sadistic and affluent Brad Wesley, portrayed by Ben Gazzara. Wesley's cruel pastimes include terrorizing his neighbor's horses with low-flying aircraft, engaging in dangerous road confrontations, and ruthlessly extorting every business owner in town. Dalton first draws Wesley's attention when the cooler ejects the wealthy criminal's nephew, Pat, John Doe, from the Double Deuce for theft, setting the stage for an impending and violent showdown. Before his memorable appearance in Roadhouse, Ben Gazzara had already established himself with a lengthy and illustrious career. He is most renowned for his role as an Army lieutenant on trial for murder in the 1959 courtroom drama classic Anatomy of a Murder, alongside Jimmy Stewart. Throughout his life, Gazzara continued to grace both the television and film screens. While his portrayal of the antagonist in Roadhouse solidified his status as a recognizable figure, he gained even greater recognition among younger audiences as the notorious pornographer and loan shark Jackie Treehorn in the 1998 cult hit The Big Lebowski. Regrettably, in 2012, Ben Gazzara passed away at the age of 81, succumbing to the same disease that had claimed his Roadhouse co-star Patrick Swayze, pancreatic cancer. Marshall R. Teague as Jimmy. While Brad Wesley takes on the role of the primary antagonist in Roadhouse, he doesn't pose much of a physical threat to Dalton. To fulfill that role, Wesley relies on the presence of the ruthless Jimmy, portrayed by Marshall R. Teague. Jimmy meets perhaps the most infamous fate in Roadhouse, engaging in a one-on-one brawl with Dalton that culminates in the hero gruesomely ending his life by ripping out his throat. Marshall R. Teague's journey into professional acting followed a unique path. At the age of 17, and later transitioned into an undercover police officer, utilizing his acting skills to aid in apprehending real-life criminals. In a 2015 interview with the movie Waffler, Teague revealed that after landing the role of Puck in William Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream on stage, he found himself captivated by acting. Both before and after his appearance in Roadhouse, he graced numerous TV series with his presence, including the original Walker, Texas Ranger. Remarkably, he portrayed 6 distinct characters in that series, notably appearing in both the series premiere and finale. Additionally, he enjoyed an enduring role in the realm of science fiction through Babylon 5, where he predominantly portrayed the alien character, Talon. Marshall R. Teague, as of 2015, humorously revealed that he had died on screen more than 100 times. When asked about his most memorable on-screen demises, Teague pointed to his fate in Roadhouse, his character's demise at the hands of Chuck Norris in the Season 5 episode of Walker, Texas Ranger, titled Codename Dragonfly, and his unforgettable impalement on a statue by John Ritter in the 1995 movie The Colony. Julie Michaels as Denise. It doesn't take long for Dalton to capture the attention of Denise, Brad Wesley's main romantic interest, portrayed by Julie Michaels. While her initial advances toward Dalton are discouraged, to the extent that a shot of Denise sporting a bruised face implies Wesley's violent retaliation, Wesley later instructs her to perform a seductive striptease for Dalton in the film, a gesture that fails to impress the hero. You've likely encountered Julie Michaels on both the silver and small screens since her appearance in Roadhouse, although in many instances, her presence may have gone unnoticed. Michaels has maintained her career in acting, most recently assuming the role of an underground boxer and the deceased mother of Malin Kerman's character Anna in the 2020 action comedy Chick Fight. More frequently, however, when she graces the screen, she is typically substituting for fellow actors. With a career spanning decades, Michaels has established herself as a seasoned stuntwoman, including serving as Pamela Anderson's stunt double in Baywatch and the action comedy series VIP. Her stunt work can also be seen in notable productions such as Titanic, Charmed, Rush Hour 3, and numerous other films and TV series. Julie Michaels' extensive list of stunt credits has not only solidified her presence in the entertainment industry, but also made history in the realm of entertainment awards. In 2014, her exceptional work on Shameless earned Michaels a Primetime Emmy nomination for Outstanding Stunt Coordination in a Comedy Series or a Variety Program, marking the first time a woman received such a nomination in that category. She received another nomination for the same award in 2017, this time for her contributions to SEAL Team. Red West as Red Webster. Dalton appears wholly unfazed when his fresh, no-nonsense approach to managing affairs with the Double Deuce leads to some disgruntled former employees vandalizing his car. Seeking to mend the situation, he pays a visit to a store operated by Red Webster, played by Red West, a shop owner whose establishment is routinely targeted by Brad Wesley's hooligans and eventually falls victim to arson. Interestingly, Red West also happens to be the uncle of Dr. Clay, the woman with whom Dalton falls deeply in love. While Red West's role in Roadhouse may have been relatively minor, his life beyond the film is marked by a captivating and diverse history. Acting wasn't West's initial career. He first gained recognition as a member of the Memphis Mafia, Elvis Presley's close-knit entourage, which included Red, his cousin Sonny, and Dave Hebler. Furthermore, West was a gifted songwriter who co-authored notable Presley tracks like Separate Ways and If You Talk in Your Sleep, in addition to songs recorded by artists such as Pat Boone and Ricky Nelson. Although West's acting endeavors often consisted of smaller roles, he later garnered critical acclaim for his performances, particularly in the 2008 independent film Goodbye Solo. In 2017, Red West sadly passed away due to an aortic aneurysm at the age of 81, leaving behind a legacy that encompassed not only acting, but also songwriting and a significant chapter in Elvis Presley's inner circle. Sunshine Parker as Emmett. Emmett is a supporting character in the movie, working as a bouncer at the Double Deuce bar alongside the main character, James Dalton, played by Patrick Swayze. In the film, Emmett is known for his large stature and physical presence, which is an asset when dealing with unruly patrons at the bar. Parker had a career in the entertainment industry that spanned several decades. He appeared in numerous films and television shows during his career. One of his notable roles was Emmett in the 1989 action film Roadhouse, where he played a bouncer at the Double Deuce bar. While he may not have achieved the same level of fame as some Hollywood A-listers, Sunshine Parker contributed to the world of entertainment with his work in various acting roles. His career left an impression on fans of the films and shows in which he appeared. Sunshine Parker's life and career are part of the rich tapestry of American cinema and television. Jeff Healey as Cody. When Dalton arrives at his new workplace, he's greeted by a familiar face, Cody, a blind jazz and blues guitarist leading the house band. Cody had cautioned his old friend about the Double Deuce, describing it as a toilet and a step down from their previous gig in Dayton. True to form, during his first on-stage appearance, Cody is forced to halt the set due to an injury caused by flying glass. The role of Cody was portrayed by the late Jeff Healey, whose journey in the entertainment world was extraordinary. Healey lost his sight to the rare cancer, retinoblastoma, before his first birthday, but he started playing the guitar at the tender age of 3, employing his distinctive lap-style playing technique. Shortly after the release of Roadhouse, the Jeff Healey Band's single Angel Eyes made its debut on the US Billboard Hot 100 at 85, eventually climbing as high as number 5. Unfortunately, cancer continued to impact Healey's life. In 2008, he tragically succumbed to sarcoma at the age of 41. Throughout his life, Healey remained a prolific creator, recording and performing music tirelessly. He released over 20 albums, both as a solo artist and with the Jeff Healey Band. His musical legacy lives on, with some albums such as Mess of Blues in 2008 even being released posthumously, shipping just days after his passing. Kevin Tighe as Tillman. Frank Tillman, portrayed by Kevin Tighe, holds the reins of the Double Deuce in Roadhouse, and he's had enough of the nightly chaos that leaves his establishment in ruins, with broken glass, furniture, and bloodshed. It's Frank who digs deep into his pockets to enlist Dalton's services, and you can sense that it's only with Dalton's formidable fists to support him that he musters the courage to stand up against Brad Wesley. Tighe first soared to prominence with his role as paramedic Roy DeSoto in the popular 70s NBC series Emergency, a show known for blending medical drama with thrilling action. Both before and after his appearance in Roadhouse, Tighe earned a reputation as a versatile character actor, often tackling roles that weren't necessarily as amiable as Frank. Some of his memorable portrayals include the bookie Sport Sullivan in 8 Men Out, and the unhinged, cuckolded husband in What's Eating Gilbert Grape. Notably, Tighe also inhabited a character despised by many Lost fans, Anthony Cooper, the duplicitous father of Locke, Terry Quinn, who repeatedly shatters his son's trust and heart. John Doe as Pat McGurn. In Roadhouse, John Doe takes on the character of Pat McGurn, the nephew of Brad Wesley, who serves as a bartender at the Double Deuce. When Dalton arrives and poses a threat to his position, Pat reacts aggressively by brandishing a knife and confronting Dalton in front of a crowd of onlookers. As expected, when they eventually face off, Dalton swiftly deals with Pat, much like he does with Brad's other henchmen. Today, John Doe continues to make his mark in the entertainment industry as both an actor and a musical composer. In 2022, he lent his voice to various characters in the popular animated Western film Quantum Cowboys. Furthermore, he took on the lead role of Detective Frank Bigelow in the 2022 film DOA, which is a remake of the classic 1949 film noir of the same name. Looking ahead, John Doe's schedule includes an exciting project titled Unplugged, an upcoming animated musical featuring Christina Ricci, Kathleen Wilhoit as Carrie. In Roadhouse, Dalton's arrival at the Double Deuce immediately captures the attention of the waitress Carrie, a role portrayed by Kathleen Wilhoit. Although Carrie doesn't play a central part in the film, she takes on a dual role as both a server and an entertainer when she graces the stage with her rendition of Knock on Wood. Kathleen Wilhoit's face became familiar to audiences in the 80s, often in smaller but noteworthy roles. In 1986, she secured the female lead opposite Charles Bronson in the thriller Murphy's Law. Following her appearance in Roadhouse, her acting career continued to thrive, encompassing both one-time appearances and recurring roles on television series like LA Law, Gilmore Girls, and more recently The OA and Yellowstone. However, Kathleen Wilhoit's creative talents extend beyond acting. She's a talented singer and songwriter with 2 studio albums to her name, 1987's Pitch Like a Girl and 2000's Shiva. Her musical prowess has graced various film and TV series, including contributions to Ally McBeal, Cop Rock, and Murphy's Law. Notably, her original song, Wish We Never Met, found its place in Consequences, an episode from Season 3 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Gary Hudson as Steve. Early in Roadhouse, one of the bouncers of the Double Deuce who quickly earns your disapproval is the sharp-tongued Steve, portrayed by Gary Hudson. Although Steve manages to survive Dalton's initial staff cleanup at the bar, his streak of good fortune is short-lived. His association with the good guys comes to an abrupt end when Dalton catches him in a compromising situation involving an underage girl whom he had sneaked into the establishment. Roadhouse remains one of Gary Hudson's most notable film credits, but his career hasn't shown any signs of slowing down. He has secured several noteworthy recurring roles on television, such as portraying Sheriff Viva in Season 1 of the critically acclaimed cult western series The Adventures of Briscoe County Jr. Additionally, he took on the character of FBI agent Frank Loader in Smallville. Hudson has also made guest appearances in popular series like Suits, Taken, and NCIS, among others. In the film world, he played the role of Elena's ex-husband in 50 Shades Freed. In recent years, Gary Hudson appears to be carving out a niche as a voice actor. His voice can be recognized in various popular video games, including voicing minor characters in Red Dead Redemption 2, and portraying the struggling farmer George Putnam in the Steel Dawn downloadable content, DLC, for the online role-playing game Fallout 76. Keith David as Ernie Bass. Following Dalton's decision to part ways with Brad Wesley's nephew, the Double Deuce swiftly brought in a fresh crew of bartenders, all clad in distinctive red polo shirts. Among these new bartenders was Ernie, portrayed by Keith David. Despite his limited screen time and minimal dialogue, it's somewhat perplexing considering that by 1989, David had already established himself as a prolific actor, with notable roles in films like The Thing, Platoon, and They Live. Notably, he also received relatively high billing in Roadhouse. Keith David shed some light on the situation in a 2019 interview with Vulture. He revealed that shortly after the wrap party for Roadhouse, director Rowdy Harrington contacted him and explained that a significant portion of his performance had to be excised from the film to trim its runtime. Despite this, David expressed no grievances in his conversation with Vulture. He pointed out that he still receives residuals from the movie and highlighted the valuable experiences he gained from it, including the opportunity to meet Sam Elliott and engage in a fight scene with professional wrestler Terry Funk. The passage of time since Roadhouse has in no way diminished Keith David's career. He remains a prolific presence in both live-action films and television series, notably starring in the award-winning Oprah Winfrey Network drama Greenleaf. Moreover, he has successfully ventured into the realm of voice acting. His distinctive voice can be recognized in various notable projects, including Disney's The Princess and the Frog, the English dub of Princess Mononoke, the original Fallout video game, animated series such as Gargoyles, Adventure Time, and Rick and Morty, as well as numerous documentary narrations. Terry Funk as Morgan. Terry Funk assumed the role of Morgan, a rugged and confrontational bar patron whose unforgettable brawl with Dalton is etched into the memories of Roadhouse viewers. Utilizing his physical prowess as a professional wrestler, Funk initially had the upper hand against Dalton until the latter employed his martial arts skills to outmaneuver him. Funk's commanding presence in the film left an indelible mark on those who watched it. Regrettably, we share the somber news of Funk's recent passing on August 23, 2023. Although the specific cause of his death has not been disclosed, it is known that Funk received a dementia diagnosis in 2021, leading to his residence in an assisted living facility. Following a partial recovery and a return to his home after a 6-month stay in the facility, Funk ultimately succumbed to his condition at the age of 79. While his role in Roadhouse will forever endure in cinematic history, Terry Funk's illustrious career as a professional wrestler stands as his enduring legacy, solidified by his place in the Hall of Fame. As we wrap up this journey through the cast of Roadhouse and their transformations over the years, one thing becomes abundantly clear. These actors left an indelible mark on the world of entertainment. From Patrick Swayze's legendary portrayal of Dalton to the diverse and accomplished careers of his fellow cast members, their talents continue to shine brightly. The legacy of this cult classic lives on, reminding us of the incredible talent that graced the screen in 1989 and the enduring impact they've had on the world of film and television. So, whether you're revisiting Roadhouse or discovering it for the first time, it's a testament to the timeless appeal of this iconic cast.